What is up, everybody? This is Eric, the one and only Bay Area collector, and we are doing my August 2021 video game haul. Now, this month I didn't really pick up that much stuff, considering as other months. I did buy a couple of download games, but it wasn't, physical wise, it wasn't that many. So, anyways, let's get on with it. I'm gonna start with my physical copies. First, for the Xbox One, I actually got King's Quest for the Xbox One. I got the whole complete collection of King's Quest, and this one is it's like this particular one for the Xbox One is a it's kind of like I want to say a point and click style story. However, this was more like a graphic text adventure point and click, a little different. It's a long running series. I actually own King's Quest for the original Sega Master System, and it's a really fun game. The next game that I downloaded, and this one's for free, is Space Jam: A New Legacy. This one's an actual beat 'em up style game for the Xbox One. Really fun game. I played that one for a little bit, and I had a lot of fun with it. And it's actually free. At the time that I downloaded it earlier in the month, it was going for free. So I'm pretty sure it's probably going for free right now. Double check it and download it if you guys can, because it's a fun game. Anyways, for the Nintendo Switch, first game that I got Devious Dungeon 1 and 2. These are 2D action side-scrolling platformers. Kind of like random dungeon levels. If you go play it again, they're randomly made, but it's a really fun game. I played part 1. I'm playing part 1, but part 2 I haven't played it yet. The Adventures of Elena Temple Definitive Edition. Now, I own the original Elena. Sorry, I said Elena Temple. I own the original one. I bought it for really cheap, and then this one was going on sale. I had it for a long time. They added bonus dungeons to it, so I got it. And it was going for really cheap as well. And it's a fun game. It's a Metroidvania style, but very old school. And you can play it in different formats, like Game Boy formats, ZX Spectrum, like those old school style computer game formats, and it's really fun. Robotech, the Macross Saga HD edition. Got this one. I've been wanting to get that one for a really long time. It finally went on sale for a little bit. Decided to get it earlier in the month. This one is based off the Game Boy Advance version of this game. Really fun game on the Game Boy. Not quite like the original Macross games. Like I did a review a little while back on the PlayStation 1 and the Saturn versions of Macross Do You Remember Love is very similar. Just think of it very similar to that, but with the exception of no cutscenes, no anime, which it kind of sucks, but it's a fun game nonetheless. Brotherhood United. This one is a 2D side-scrolling platformer. Looked really interesting when I got it. Got it on sale, and it's a game that I was looking at for a little bit. But yeah, finally got it. 2D side-scrolling platformer. There goes Devious Dungeon Part 1. And then this one, Stranium Immortali. What? Stramium Immortali. Basically, this one, okay, yeah, weird title, weird looking cover. However, this one right here is a shooter, kind of like a shooter. Have you guys ever played Prix Fighter on the NES, or Scat on the NES? It reminds me of those games, kind of similar, as a humanoid character that you're controlling. Yeah, so it looked really fun though, and it was going for a good price. Next one is Pixboy. This one's another one that I've been looking at for a while, and I finally got it. It went on sale. It's kind of like a 2D side-scrolling platformer based upon Game Boy style gameplay, original Game Boy, and it looked kind of fun. I don't know if it's a Metroidvania or not. It looks like it could be, but yeah. And then the Storytale, gosh. This one is a 2D side-scrolling platformer. I don't know much about this one, but it was going on sale and it really caught my eye. It could or it could not be a Metroidvania. I'm not sure. a lot of these is like I bought them at the time it was interesting and I forgot what they were. But yeah, and then Deep Space Rush. This one looks more like it's a space side scroller. It's an action game platformer. And it looked really fun. This is a game that I've been trying to get for a while, but it went on sale and it went a little bit cheaper. But yeah, and that's pretty much all my digital downloads for the month of August. Let me move on to the physical copies. Physical copies didn't get much, but I did get a nice little batch of games when I went to my local thrift store. I got some really cool games. So, I mean, first one for the Nintendo 64 is Madden Football 64. Not quite, a bunch of sports games got it for really cheap. But I'm trying to, like I said, I'm trying to see if I could get all the Nintendo 64 games. Trying to collect all the US releases. So yeah, and I got this one for really, really cheap. The next one that I got, this one looked very interesting. It's called Without Warning. Looks like a first-person shooter, but it looks more. It's interesting, kind of like it reminds me of those Splinter Cell type of games, but look very interesting though. And it's for the original Xbox. It looks like, yeah, you have like 12 hours to complete your mission and whatnot. And this one looked very interesting. Very interesting indeed. That's a game I kind of want to play. This next one, I already played it. I believe I played it on the PS3, but I got it for really cheap. I did not pay the price, and it's Red Dead Redemption. Got this one for super cheap. I didn't get it for $6.99. I got it cheaper. And it came all complete with the map and everything. So it's pretty cool, in good shape. So yeah, and this game was fun. I remember playing this one. Really fun game. I still need to play, I think there's a Red Dead Redemption 2. Still need to play the sequel to it. But yeah, and then another one that's interesting from a series that kind of catches my eye. Blaze Blue Continuum Shift Extend. This is a fighting game. But it looks really interesting for being a fighting game. I got it complete. Did not pay that amount either, so got this one for a good price too. And the cool thing is that I got them all complete except for this one. I wish I would have gotten it complete, but I didn't. And this is Beautiful Katamari for the Xbox 360. I played the Katamari game on the PS3. I remember that early on when it came on, my ex-brother-in-law was turning me on to this game, and I kind of didn't give it a shot, and now I regret it because it was a fun game, but I didn't really give it my all to it, and I owned it and then I let it go. But I want to try to play them again. Showed this one to my kid, and I told him this is something he'd probably enjoy playing too. And then the next one that I got at the thrift store. This one, you guys are gonna laugh, but I've been kind of eyeing it out for a really long time for the PlayStation 3, and I finally got it, and I got it for a really cheap price. Well, where the Wild Things Are. I don't know what kind of game this is. It looks like an adventure game. Yes, it's action adventure. Got it complete. But the interesting is that this is based off a movie, which is based off a book. And I remember this from way back in the days. So this is something that I really want to tackle and play. I'm interested in this one. For some weird reason, I've always been attracted to this. Never seen the movie, and I kind of wanna watch it. I haven't read the books either. But yeah, and then finally, for a pretty cheap price, I got this one, Assassin's Creed Origins, for the Xbox One. God, man, I have so many Assassin's Creed games that I have not played. I've played, yeah, it comes with the code. I'm not gonna show it. My girlfriend's brother turned me on to this series. It's really fun, and to this day, I'm still in the middle of the very first Assassin's Creed. and I still haven't, you know, gotten into it. But yeah, that's what I got at the thrift store. Then I ordered this one. You know, like I said, I'm also collecting for the Sega Master System World Grand Prix racing game. This game was a game that I used to see a lot back when I was a kid. And I never played it, never got it, but I got it finally, and I got it for a really decent price. Didn't pay a lot for it complete, so that's a good thing. But yeah, finally got that. Next game is a game that me and my son been wanting to play. I made a decision to get this particular version of it, although I've been seeing the other one, the PlayStation 4 version, but I decided to go with the original PS2, and that's Destroy All Humans. Me and my son wanted to get the PS4 version of it, but it was going for a little bit steep, and this one was super cheap. And I told my son, let's get this one. This is something he wants to play too. I don't know if I should let him play it or not, because he's seen commercials for it and he was attracted to that, but it looks a little violent, so I don't know if I'm gonna let him play this one. But it looks like a really fun game. This is the one where I spent a lot of money, you guys. This is a game from a series that you guys know. If you guys follow my channel all these years, and I sound like a little schoolgirl every time I talk about this game series. But without a doubt, if you guys haven't played it, get into it, because it's super fun and it's getting more interesting. And that is Ys 9 Monstrous Knocks, the packed edition for the Switch. I made a decision to grab this one instead of the PS4. It comes with some extras like downloadable music, art book, and whatnot. And this continues off the story from Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Dana. Believe it or not, Ys 8 was super fun. One of the most memorable games that I've ever played, ever. Ys has been, of course, a series that I've been playing since I was a little kid, and to this day, I honestly believe that this series is much better than Final Fantasy. I know a lot of you are gonna be like, I'm going nuts, but I'm gonna go out there and say that it's either just as good or even better. Nothing against Final Fantasy, because I have my memories with Final Fantasy, but this series, it just tops the cake. Very good storytelling, very good, very good storyline, very good events that play off in the game. Really fun game, and I can't wait to play it. I'm actually between games right now. I'm trying to play a couple of other games, trying to pass a few more games, and really get into this one. This is the one that I kind of want to get into. Didn't know that it came out in February of this year. If not, I would have gotten it beforehand. But I did pay the $60 for it, and I don't care. This is a game that I would pay that amount of money. This is a game that doesn't really go down in price, in my opinion, and it's worth getting. Haven't even opened it yet, but definitely will mess around with it later down the line. And then finally, I didn't realize that I went twice to my thrift store this month, and I picked up 2 cool games to end it off. As far as getting games, first one was NBA Street. You know, I really like basketball games. You know, and it came complete and everything. And this is a game that looked very interesting. I've seen it around in the thrift store for a while. No one's picked it up, so I decided to get it. It's complete anyway, so it's all good. And then finally, the last game. This is a game that I went gaga over, that I picked up, that I didn't know that they had at the thrift store, and I was really happy because it came complete, and that is Aliens vs. Predator for the Xbox 360. Really, really, really like Aliens vs. Predator. Really like the series. Really like Aliens. Really like Predator. So yeah, really cool game. When my kid saw this, he was like, ooh. I'm like, but no, it's mature. So he's like, oh man. And I'm like, he really likes, I haven't shown him the movies, definitely not, but he's seen like clips and things like that of the characters, and that's something that it catches his eye, but it's too violent for him to see, so no. But he really digs, this. And when he saw it, he thought he could play, but I said no. But anyways, I mean, it's there in the future once he gets old enough to play. And then finally, I did pick up a couple of little collectibles. My girlfriend got me into these. I was impressed by them, but I'm gonna be looking for the rest of them, and that is Masters of the Universe little minifigures, micro figures. We got Man at Arms. We got He-Man. We got this one's cool, Orko. That's pretty cool. And then we got Merman. These are cool. I really like Masters of the Universe, believe it or not, but I'm not like, I used to own, you know, when I was a kid, I used to buy the toys a lot and everything. As I grew older, you know, it was one of those things that, yeah, this is something I won't collect. They remade the figures actually right now. If you go to Target, they have the actual original style figures for sale. They're going for a lot of money. I'm like, no way, I'm not gonna spend that money. I've seen He-Man, Skeletor. They also have these really cool Legos for He-Man. Those I am buying, but I'm not really getting. And you know, there's these little mini sets, kind of like reminds me of the you know how girls have the Polly Pockets and guys have Mighty Max little mini figures. They made these little Lego sets like that, and they're pretty cool. And they're from it's not from Lego, but it's the other company that's kind of like their rival. I forgot the name of them, the brand, but they're really cool. But yeah, got these. You know, I'm looking for these when I go to the Dollar Tree. Definitely gonna pick up whatever I can find. And then finally, these I bought at the 99-cent store. And these figures I've seen at GameStop a while back, and they kind of caught my eye, but my kid was like, ooh, because he's not really into the creepy factor. But I thought they were really cool, and they're the Showdown Bandit figures. Apparently there's 3 in the series, I guess, in the first series, and I got them all. Let me see if I can get enough of a screen. Yeah, I got them all, which is, I guess, Miss Undertaker. Got Bandit. And, of course, I got Greaves. This weekend, I've been kind of going into what this game was about, because I remember seeing this game, and apparently it's a game that was made by the creators of Bendy and the Ink Machine, and it was their next project. They made a first season, but apparently I've been seeing on the internet that they have gone, the game got canceled, so they only made one season of it. I'm not sure, and it's on Steam, and I'm thinking of downloading the game or buying the game if I do see it. I'm gonna try it out, just that first season. It's supposedly an overhead horror survival game, similar to that type of game, Bendy and Five Nights at Freddy slash Hello Neighbor style. But that one looked more interesting. It's an overhead game, and definitely want to give it a shot. But anyways, that's pretty much what I bought this month. Didn't get a lot of stuff. Got some cool little figures for really cheap, and they were only $2.99 for these at the 99-cent store. So yeah, keep an eye out if you guys are interested in those. But anyways, this has been Eric the Bear Collector. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.